Hello and welcome to yet another speedrun compilation, this time the Mystic Realm, and I'm going to show you some zoning times, starting from Jade Coast 1. Here you can see a massive 1 frame improvement compared to the previous time, and yeah, some of these are going to be like that. So I'm going to include all the maps of the main campaign and show my personal bests, and also the emerald maps. Not all of the runs are world records, but I'm still going to include them all. By the way, the first sub 26 I've seen. I'm also going to include all the boss fights, because why not? These are maps as well, even though they are pretty similar to the original boss fights of the vanilla campaign. With some exceptions, of course. Tempest Valley boss fight is unique and Aerial Garden ones. But yeah. This was not an easy record to claim, as I haven't done many of these sub 14 runs. Tempest Valley 2, there's actually just one difficult trick, which is not very ultimate to do. It's this getting hit by a crawler and then getting to that pool and doing a crawler bounce. By the way, rip that little wall bounce in the end. Tempest Valley 3. So funny boss fight, Kappa. Actually pretty difficult boss fight for the second boss fight of the campaign. Verdant Forest 1. Actually, this map is quite a bit about optimization. And what makes this difficult in record attack mode is that there are crawlers and walls everywhere that you can hit. For example, there. I usually don't make that spring jump without getting hit by something. Verdant Forest 2, there are some new strats. One is in this room. I don't know if this room done this way or previous way is faster. By the way, that little crawler bounce there was one of those new tricks that I'm pretty sure about being faster. I'm pretty surprised about this 1580 in this map, because it's the first sub 16 I have ever gotten, I think. And then beating it by 7 frames. Not beating the previous world record by 7 frames, just my own PB. Actually, this was pretty controlled, and I got a little surprised when I reached sub 16 goal, and there I stopped hunting. What is one of the most difficult tricks in this map is that one sprint jump, and also that other one as well. But the first sprint jump is surprisingly you know, tough. This one is not a world record, but I'm going to include it anyway because why not? You know, I want this PB compilation to be complete. Collecting the rings just for the sake of collecting them. I don't know if it actually cost time loss or not. I kinda hope it didn't. Yes, something new. I don't know if these new strats or the previous ones are faster. Anyway, I got a world record tie, so it's enough for me. This was actually one of the most difficult runs to claim. Keeping control with those speed shoes and doing everything as optimized as previous runners. Especially refrag. Anyway, this is far from a world record, but I didn't really have much of motivation for this map, so I just wanted to have a decent time, so it is. Sunken Plant 1, there's one new trick compared to the previous record attack runs. Something I've used in single segment runs already, and it's using these speed shoes. I think using them is faster, but I haven't really tested too much. Anyway, they make it easier for me personally, and they feel faster. Sunken Plant 2, this is one hell of an addictive map. What makes this so addictive is that this is full of different tricks and it's so long. There's always something you can improve on. One is claiming these frame perfect jumps. So I got one and I got the second one there, you know, on those fan sectors. If you jump right when you got on the ledge of another sector, you can perform a jump and save a little time. This part could have been a little faster, and I kept hunting quite a long time, but I never got everything aligned, so if someone wants to try, go ahead. There's quite a bit to optimize in Sunken Plant 2. Anyway, the strats I use in this boss fight are not anything that I would use in single segment runs anymore. I mean, what Refrag advised me to do was to use the center of the map as a kind of a base for Sonic, and it's actually pretty safe. This is actually one of my favorite short maps to speedrun, and the reason is using this whirlwind shield in so many different ways. The possibilities in this map. I mean, it's much more fun than just basic platforming. Aerial Garden 2. I haven't gotten these cycles many times. And so the trick is to get on the upper route using this crawler bounce. And you have to keep the speed shoes until these springs to perform the fast strats. Then do a jettison bounce and land on this platform to get these cycles. Just so that I can get the exact same cycles that Kitoko and Refrag had already gotten. Anyway, Aerial Garden 3, this is one of my biggest improvements compared to previous runs, and what the improvements come from, it's just some micro optimization, and the fact that I do these rooms in a different order than before. You will see why. Here is a very cycle dependent room. I barely made these cycles, so that I can get these cycles pretty barely. Which in a cycle dependent room is pretty much the optimal situation. So that allows me to get the first ever sub 1 minute in this map. By the way, the end could have been much faster, so anyone who can get the same cycles, this record is free for you. Aerial Garden 4. Running this map is a kind of a meme. Because of this. You kinda want that kind of a laser machine gun attack, so that Eggman can follow you in that pit and kill himself. It's very RNG based. In Mudhole Karst, you will realize how narrow this map is when you have speedrun this at least once. I mean, why this is my PB is because every other time I have played this map I have hit more walls than this time. Rainstorm Keep. In this map, it's all about cycles of the crushers, and especially that last crusher. The improvement to my previous PB came from reaching the last possible gap in that crusher room. Nothing much to say about Labyrinth Woods. Yeah, you just have to do this route the fastest you can. I mean, the route is pretty easy to remember once you have done it many times enough. It is just doing these rooms quickly. Vulcan Forge. What I like about this map is that it differs from the basic platforming quite a bit. With usage of springs and the fact that this looks like something. This looks like a factory instead of just basic platformer. Something I like about Verdant Forest as well. Silver Cavern. I remember when I first played this map, I lost dozens of lives in this map because of all those pits. But I'd say in speedrunning this is a little more fair than in casual playing. By the way, this spring chain is a little scary always. And this is where I lost most of the lives. When I first saw this map. Those icy, narrow platforms over that pit. Nitric Citadel. When I first played this map, this wasn't easy either. So for people who don't know that that green goop kills you instantly. You don't just lose your rings, you lose a life. By the way, anything up to this point doesn't really matter in the long run because of cycles. What really matters is everything from this point on. So try not to, you know, get hit by those walls and try to get a ring flowy anyway. Starlight Palace. I made a little improvement compared to my previous PB, and what is difficult in this map, it's the upcoming trick, this one. Getting these speed shoes and reaching this platform. Then, you know, I keep crashing and stuff, but what the time save comes from is that I crash less than in my previous PB. If someone wants to do an actually flowy run in this map, go ahead. I would really like to see that. I mean, I know it's possible if someone has patience. Getting that emerald for just the sake of getting it. By the way, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. I had fun doing this, hope you had fun watching this. See you.